Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Benny. Benny is from Orlando in Florida in the USA. So let's see what Benny has to say. Enjoy the interview.
All right.
So hello Benny, how are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How are you today?
Very well, thanks so much for taking the time this morning for the interview. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a day or night person?
I have definitely been, I'm pretty much awake some during the day and then awake some during the night. I like to make my day 2 days, just take like a little nap in between. It just kind of helps me reground myself, just, in my journey.
Amazing. So Benny, tell me where you're from.
I am from Atlanta, Georgia.
But I believe you are based in Orlando right now in Florida.
Yes, right now I'm in Orlando. But I honestly I've always wanted to go to New Jersey. I think that would be a fun place to live. So
I
hopefully
see.
soon I'll be claiming that, for some reason.
Why the change from Atlanta to Orlando?
The I just didn't. I never. I mean I lived there and I grew up there and my parents they really they just they're Georgia, and I was born and raised there, but I'm just not Georgia.
I
I'm just
see.
not Georgia.
I see. And what do you do for work, for living?
So I own my own company, Benny's Bonsai and Beehives. At the moment, basically, it's an educational platform where people can go on there and like figure out how to plant a transitional garden um, for things to pop up as one type of plant is dying, another one is popping up. That way, the honeybees have food throughout the year. It has I have really been kind of embarking on like a little bit of a mental health, me focusing on me. So I
Mhm.
have like taken it is a little bit outdated, but I'm looking forward to getting back on that like as soon as possible. But I just I am just trying to like expand my mind to figure out what I really want to do with it. Um,
So your company it's about plants.
it's about plants and it's mainly about bees. The colony
Huh?
collapse disorder is such a huge, it's so prevalent right now. I think that they're making a comeback. They definitely are in West Palm Beach, Florida.
I
And
see.
it was really nice to have that. I'm sorry. It was really nice to have that. Have them. I don't know. It was just real. They're a passion. Not so much plants anymore. I definitely have a ton of plants that really need a good home. But but like it's basically about the bees, saving the bees. Do everything you can to save the bees.
Amazing. Okay, so during the journey, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your point of views, okay?
Thank you.
Benny, before we start our journey within the magic box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Interesting about myself. Um, Interesting about myself. And I've watched so many of your interviews to try to like figure out how I'm gonna do this. I did not think that you were just gonna ask me that. Let me think. Interesting about myself. I was born on Friday the 13th in February.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah. So basically, Jason Voorhees. But he has better skin.
Oh my God. Do you consider 13 to be your lucky number?
I actually do. I find the whole number 213 to be like a beautiful number for me.
You know something interesting. I remember when I was a teenager, I went to astrologer, yeah, and the astrologer told me, William, three, it's your lucky number. Everything connected with three, like 13, 23, or 33, anything with three. And it's funny because when he told me that, somehow I already knew it. I already knew it. I was like, oh my God, my connection with three, it has been for so long that I even didn't know. So it's interesting how numbers we connect with without even knowing the meaning behind. So yeah, when I see 13, I go like, oh my God, yes, a lucky day.
I I I the number 213, I've always just tried to like figure out like what it means or whatever, but usually if someone gives me a number to like 10 places to give them a call, um it always just like catches my eye to see that number, and I'll call them first, and 9 times out of 10 it's like a it's I mean, well, 9 times out of 10 it's either or, but well, I tend to go there. I tend to use that one. Just I don't know.
Amazing. Benny, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Are you ready?
Oh my God,
Because
yes.
you picked the right one. So let's start.
Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. So, this is my best friend, okay? Okay, full of random fun questions. I'm just gonna play a song now, just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Thanks.
Let's do it. Yes, you always can help me dancing. Okay,
Oh,
Benny,
okay.
before we start the
I'll,
game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
okay.
Right, first question for you is, tell me what is your funniest memory of a date that you had?
My funnest memory on a date, um, me and my boyfriend, we walked to go get some food instead of taking a car, and I was walking, and I was like looking at plants, and I was like hyper focused on these on these plants, and like they were just like the littlest little flowers, and he was like talking, and then like he just stopped talking and just started like filming me, and like it was just like I don't know, like that, like stuff like that is like the sweetest stuff, like just like
Wow,
letting me be me, and just like it spoke a lot, it spoke volumes.
I see. Okay, next question. Let's do it. All right, next question is, right, what do you think people need to know about each other before they get married?
First, they need to know, can they talk to each other? Because you know you like both of y'all could be explaining amazing points, but if the verbiage, just if the vocabulary and the verbiage and the body expressions isn't expressing, like, and if y'all both came from like different backgrounds, you need to be able to take that into account, that this is why they think that, this is why you think that, and this is why I think that. But it doesn't need to go into like hyper detail every time. It just needs to be like underlined, understood, and just that, honestly, communication is the key. I mean,
And
that, I can go into a lot of reasons why I've never been married.
And in your opinion, how is being gay in Orlando? And it's easy to maintain a relationship? Is easy to date guys, or it's kind of the stereotype of big cities where there are a lot of people, and people they are just like looking for fun? What do you think, in your opinion?
Orlando is very transient, and I got very lucky. I met an amazing guy. he really was there like during a time that I needed, and to this day we're like really good friends, and that just means like more than anything. But as far as coming down here and expecting that to happen, I in a million years never would have expected that to. I never would have expected to luck up so much, because it is so transient, and the fun scene is fun, but the next day is, like, I mean, this is just me and him looking at, you know you know people that we've met. The next day tends to be like, well, see you later, that was fun.
I see. Okay. Next question, Benny. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me, you were talking about plants, about your business. So tell me, when was the idea for you to start your business with bees and plants as well?
All right. Well, my dad passed away in April, and I, a lot of things were said that were in were for in preparation of that event. However, they say once an adult, twice a child. Well, whenever the child phase hit the second time, he definitely forgot a lot of stuff, and I was I was expecting something that did not come through. So I figured, I mean, if this is what it is, I'm not going to be upset about it. I mean, I'm upset, but I'm not going to be upset about it. I got to stay strong. I got to be like headstrong about this. I'm going to start a company. And what do I know? I know plants. What do I love? I love bees. And like that just kind of came together, and and it's New Year, and I am still scratching my head on what was I doing. Thanks, ADHD. Love you, guy. But we'll figure it out.
What's the biggest joy of working with plants and bees?
The biggest joy is the bees. Whenever they are buzzing, they make, they just make a frequency that just kind of heals the soul. And I don't. I mean, like, I'm not a scientist at all, but there's definitely like a huge healing thing that happened to me, and just plants. Whenever I see them bloom, and I see the butterflies land on the bloom, and I see them like enjoying this thing that I brought to their area, and they lay their caterpillar there, and the caterpillar is eating and just gets fat, and just like, I don't know, it's so beautiful to be able to add something so minor and be able to make such a huge effect. And I just extremely love that. And then after the caterpillars are done munching out and they've done turned into a butterfly and flew off, all the new growth comes out, and it's so spiritual. Like people, like, I don't know, that's how it is for me. I need that to remember, to remember like the best memories.
Amazing. Okay. Next question for you is, what makes you a unique person?
I don't know. Like when you asked me to do an interview, I was just like, what? I have such an alternative thought process. It's like it really just kind of pushes people away at a lot of times. And like, all right, so this is like where the kicker kicks in. And I'm 100% so strong when I tell you this. Like, I was molested at 3 years old. Like, I was doing drugs with my stepdad. Like, I didn't even know how to like do math. And I had like this going on. So like, instead of like laying around and crying or killing myself or whatever, I use that. I have used that, to grow and to learn, like, how to tell kids, like the kids that I've babysat, like, you can ask them. They ate, they did their homework, we was doing their homework. We were doing, I just know how to like talk to people, and I know how to raise people the right way. The things that happened to me definitely have made me a way more spiritual person and very protective over like children. My mother, she committed suicide, and like I just I took that as you know damn, like, excuse my language. I just thought like, wow, that is like really painful. I'm like really hurting. My loved ones around me are really hurting. So I need to tell people that, because like you never know who loves you. You never know who looks up to you. You never, like, people they just look up to different things, and they attach to you different ways. And you know um my dad, he always would say, damn, I wish you wasn't gay. I wish you would have gave me grandkids. And like my stepmom, she was like, are you a fairy, are you a faggot? And like she'd be like, because you was running down the hill like this. And like I was like, are you serious? Like, and my dad like would just let her talk to me like that. And like now I know how to love
Mhm.
without caring about, oh, you're this, you're that, you chose this, you chose that. I know how to love you without caring about that. um
Ready for another question?
yeah.
Let's do it. Next question, Benny. Hey, Benny, next question is, how would you like to be remembered in life?
I would like to be remembered as, someone that loved his dog. Someone that, if I loved you, then like, if I loved you, then you knew it, and like you had a lot of plants. And if you didn't have a lot of plants, I mean, that's all you getting, because I'm broke. You getting some plants because you inheriting some begonias, because I'm broke. um, but I would love to be remembered by the trees that I've planted. I hope that they grow, and I hope they get really tall. I would like to be remembered by the honeybees, and how much I talk about them, and how much I love them. I
Oh,
would love to be I would love to be remembered by I was that really, I was a really good uncle, and I was a really good role model, even though I went against the norms, and fought a lot. And just, I would like to be remembered as the one that always stood up for what, like, try to stand up for what was right. Definitely, just overcame a lot of battles, and just did not give up.
amazing. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good, Benny. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Next question. Right. So before the next question, a new year just started now, 2024. Yeah. You are the kind of
Right.
person who makes like new resolutions. How do you feel during this time of the year?
I don't tend to do resolutions. I really don't like to set myself up for failure like that. I definitely hope I plant more trees this year than I did last year. I
Mhm.
really hope that I really hope that I am able to go up in my weight class more this year than last year. I hope I do a few more push-ups. um, and if some bad news comes about, I really hope that I make it look way better this year than I did last year.
Let's see. Okay. Next question is, what do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
The best traits for a person to have, it's not agreeing with you and loving you and blah 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 and you and blah blah blah. It's being there for you, like, not saying I'm going to be there for you and then not being there. If you love someone, be there for them. And like, just watch how many people are really there for you, and that the people that are really there for you, let them know that you love them. Let them know that you're there for them. Let them know that you really, really appreciate them. And I mean, like, oh my God, I'm bombing this interview. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm actually telling myself. I'm actually looking at myself right now and telling that guy, that bald guy with that long face hair, to do that, because
Good
like
looking.
people,
You
you
forgot
know.
to say good looking as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. That good looking asshole right there. No, I'm just like, that good. um, just I hope that I can, you know, let the people that are there for me know that I do love them and I do appreciate them. And you know, even if that means removing myself from a situation that that I'm very grateful
Amazing.
that I'm very grateful.
Okay. Benny, I have 3 questions left for you, okay? Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me a little bit about this tattoo you had in your arm. You have in your arm.
Oh wow, okay. So me and my older sister, we went and got the same tattoo. Um, just because like it was, you know, it's Mother's Day and we just wanted to go get it because my our mother had one right here, and so and when she passed away, I went and got this one, and just you know, like just I always thought that it was tastefully done. She also had a rose on her boob, but I don't have boobs, so ah!
Are you planning for the next one or not?
The next tattoo?
Yeah, are you planning or not?
I have not thought of it. I have not thought of it, but it definitely is going to involve a bee. It's probably going to be like a like oh my God, like okay, so like right here. I really think like you know because I always wear like the shortest shorts to show these legs off. I think like a bee flying away like this because like it's so I don't know like you know when I turn and walk away and like people see me walking away from them, I want them to see a bee flying away from them as well.
Amazing. Okay.
A honeybee.
Next question is, what's the best compliment have you ever received?
The best compliment I ever received, that I have a beautiful soul.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And who said that, if you can share?
You know, they don't want me to say their name. I called them as soon as I found out that I was gonna get like an interview, and they were like, "What is this for?" You know, and I was just like, "Ah, what is this for?" um, but
They are special
but
people.
yeah, thank
Okay.
you. Did you just say I was special people,
No, I
or
said
did you
those
say
people, yeah, I'm sure those people, they are very special. The one who said they have a beautiful soul that you
yeah?
cannot say their names, for sure.
Thank you.
Amazing. 2 questions left. Let's do
What are you
it.
gonna do?
Before the next question, as I can see how much you love, working with bees, with plants, tell me a situation through your career, that's you're never gonna forget. Something that's, something happened between you and the bees or the plants that you're gonna go like, okay, that's a situation that I'm never gonna forget.
Okay, so you know there was a house down the road, and they you know they reached out to me through next door, and they wanted me to come remove a beehive, a bee swarm. They sent me the pictures, and they you know so I didn't have any of my stuff, um, but somehow the universe provided right then and there. It provided it, so I was like, yes, I'm coming, I'm on my way. I stopped by and I grabbed like a couple of essentials that have worked. They were tried and true, they worked. And once I got there and I set the box up and I set the essence on the box and I tried to smoke them out, they never came out. And I just remember them. You know, I had the bee suit on, and you know, they started like attacking the bee suit, and that's not a good thing. That's not what we want. And I was very ill equipped, because normally there's a vacuum that has like a very extremely long hose with a box in between, like to connect and to catch the bees safely. And I did not have that. All I had was like, I was, you know, I was like, if these bees are, if they're, if they've ever been, if like a storm blew, or if like a raccoon tore down their house, then maybe they swarmed here to protect themselves. But I don't think that bee swarm was one of those. I believe they were a wild bee swarm because of the way they reacted to the smoke. And it was just the wood. It was just like some regular wood, and with a little bit of tobacco in it. And I was just like giving them the smoke, and they were not calming down. They were very, very agitated, and honestly, I was standing there not knowing what to do. I looked very, very unprofessional, and I'll never forget that. But it's I don't take it as a negative. I definitely took it as more of a positive, because every book that I ever read was all about bees that were in a bees that were there that somebody was taking care of, not a beehive that was like in the tree that never interacted with people. Um, and like I think what kind of hurts like in my soul so much is that I really, I had a place set up for this hive, and like I could not get them, and I really tried, and I'll never forget that, because I really wanted to save this this colony, and I didn't know what to do. And I was there up in arms, ready for it, but like it just they weren't that it whatever I was doing, they were not happy with it. But I am definitely there um I definitely took it as a chance to learn. Oh my God, that was the longest explanation.
I
And there's
understood.
more things that I need to learn. There's so much that I need to learn. And I really hope that I get a chance to save another one. And I really hope that I can find the right resources to learn how to be of better service.
I see. Okay. Next question is, what makes you most proud?
What makes me most proud? Well, I've just kind of given you like a little bite of like the ups and downs, but at the end of the day, like right now, I feel like very proud of myself, because I'm looking at myself, um, and I'm also looking at you. You're so gorgeous. I'm so sorry. Like I was talking. It ain't all me.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
But I'm very proud of myself, because like there's I'm just looking at the person in the camera. I'm very proud that I'm strong enough to talk about it, and strong enough to give my message and give my points of view, and like hopefully some good comes of this, and anything is possible. Did you get it? Like ain't that's on your Instagram, right? Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Absolutely. I love it. Amazing. Benny, you ready for the last question?
Yes.
Last question. Let's do it. But before the last question, as you mentioned before, that you plant a lot of trees in 2023, and we are hoping to plant more in 2024. So people watch the interview right now, they would like to to plant some trees. Yeah, what would be the best piece of advice for those people?
Okay, so really, I would recommend just like email me. My website is www.bennysbonsaiandbeehives.com. It's BENNY BonSaindBeehives. I like .com. It was like really. It was really. I didn't know. I didn't have a name picked out, so it's like a extremely long email address. But um, just I would say email me. Let me know your zone. Let me know the weather. Let me see the sun, the like how the sun hits your yard. That way I can really tell you what you can plant out there, and what will live. Because the one of the hardest hits is like whenever I have wanted a plant for so long, like wanted it, and like I finally got it, and like I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna plant it right here, and like it dies right there, right there. It dies. Like
Amazing.
I can't deal with that. So there is a lot of factors that go into that question. However, if you do have all day sun, and you know your zone, definitely look up the almond bush, almond tree. It's really it's so fragrant. It's always blooming. It's so like it's just a white simple flower that is just so beautiful. It like literally shoots out like this white fire, and oh my god, it smells good. You see the bees, you feed the bees, you feed the butterflies. You have like so many beautiful creatures that are not causing you anxiety, cussing you out, screaming because your music is too loud. You're just adding happiness to something that just you know just adding the most happiness and spreading the most love. That's how I look at
Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful.
it.
Last question for you is, how would you describe a perfect friendship?
The perfect friendship is just I mean, you know, like I can't like describe it and overlook the laundry, but I mean that is the perfect friendship. I mean, just look at that.
Beautiful,
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
beautiful, beautiful. It says a lot. I think dogs, friends, connection. Do you know
Oh
what? Do you
my
know what?
god.
Do you know what I find out the other day that I never knew before. I find out the other day that, do you know why dogs, they live? They are always like cheering up, always like full of love and happiness, because they live only in the present. They just live in the moment. They don't live in the past. They don't live in the future. They just live in the present. I love that. That's amazing.
I love that. I really wish Dumbledore, how he has the wand. I don't know if you like, have you ever heard of Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay, so like there's like the head wizard Dumbledore, and he has like that wand, and he's like he's like, I mean, he's just like, you know, Alakazam or whatever he says. He's like Alakazam, and he like pulls it out, or I don't. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong, but I wish I had that wand. Like I would definitely like throw some stuff out of here, because I mean, you know, the
Amazing.
the head swelling, but, but um, but yeah, like I love that, and thank you for adding that to my life.
Amazing, Benny. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay,
One word for money.
money. Oh my god, one word for money. Paid bills.
Okay? Life.
Bees.
Family.
Subjective.
Fear.
Learning.
Love.
Wholeheartedly.
Sex.
Fun.
Look at your face. Fun.
Fun.
Religion.
Spirituality.
Politics.
Non-conforming.
Friendship.
The best.
Desire.
Evil.
Regret.
Learning.
Success.
A mindset.
Wish.
Every day.
Happiness.
What is that?
One word for Atlanta.
Overcrowded.
One word for Orlando.
Like.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
USA.
Country.
Okay. One word for plants.
Love.
Oh, and the last one now, bees. One word.
Heart.
Amazing. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, define Benny in one positive word and one negative word only. What your best friend would say?
Annoying. Needy.
Amazing. Okay, let's play now Benny and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Benny, you can ask me a question now.
What is your favorite plant?
Oh my God, what a lovely question. What a lovely question. You know what? I'm originally from Brazil, yeah? And back in Brazil, I remember like I've been very fortunate because I grew up around plants, around, nature. And there is a Brazilian plant, the passion fruit, yeah?
Yes.
So
I know that
love,
very well.
yes, I love the plants of the passion fruit. For somehow it brings me to my childhood memories because I remember the bees around. I remember the I'm talking to you now. I can smell the smell of the passion fruit plants.
Yes.
The flower, the color, this very blue. You know what I mean? This color was amazing. So yes, I think the passion fruit flower, the plants, it brings me to my childhood memories, and I love it because I remember going up and seeing everywhere where I come from.
Oh my God! Thank you for that answer. I love passion fruit. The plant. They have the false monarch. They're the plant that has the false monarch. And that, like, okay, so my company, like, I mean, if oh my God, if you read it, like, you'll hear all about my grandmother. And like, so there was like a bank in front of her house, and we like whenever it would rain, we would slide down it and get like real muddy and track mud through the house. She'd cuss us out. But on that bank, there was those little what we call them poppy. What do they call them? Poppy. They're the passion fruit. Like they make that ball. I didn't know what that was until but they always had their little red caterpillars, and they have the little black spikes, and they're called false monarch, I believe that is. But they are so gorgeous, and that is the plant that they choose. And like whenever they like, I would always catch them, and I would always plant my sister, she would like put them in a cup, and I would have to go in there and poke holes, and I have to take that dead plant out, and I have to put some rocks and some dirt and like plant an actual plant in there, water it, and like the caterpillar like would always make a butterfly. I was always the one that had to let it go. So like she would do that, and like, I mean, it just kind of kept me around, kept me coming back. She'd be like, "Leave my caterpillar alone." I'm like, "No, leave my friends alone."
Oh, yeah, it's so interesting how those plants bring us to our memories. And I remember like growing up and seeing those plants with the bees. The bees was always around. I remember the bees always around those flowers.
Yeah.
The passion
And The flower is so alien looking. It's so beautiful. Like,
It's beautiful,
where does
absolutely.
this come from?
I
The
know.
octopus family.
It's such a beautiful, yeah, beautiful flower. So yeah, yeah. Thanks for the question. I love it. It made me go
Thank
back to
you.
my childhood memories now. Thank
Yes.
you. Benny,
In oh,
yeah?
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, please,
In
carry
your
on.
Okay, so it's my understanding that your country is where we get Hilda calamadonus, I believe it is, the monkey tail cactus. Oh, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Like, have you ever seen those? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just asking you more questions. Just
That's
one more
okay.
question, please.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
So like this, it's a cactus and it grows in between rocks close to the water so that whenever the vapors like hit it, that's how it gets watered. You don't water it. You let nature do its course and it'll grow. And they get so long and they like get so hairy. Like they look just like a monkey tail. Like I don't know. They bloom this beautiful red and beautiful pink and beautiful coral orange. Like I'm definitely a coral orange type girl, you know. I'm just playing. Um, but
Amazing.
that have you ever seen those in the wild? Because
To be honest to you, I'm not sure if I've seen that because I've seen so many plants, Benny. I've seen so many different kind of plants, and I'm sure that I've seen it, but I don't remember like spotted the way you are explained now. Because when you
will you
see
write
so
it?
plants, huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do that. That's the annoying part that my friend would say. So go back.
No, no, I'm just saying that I've seen so many of those plants that sometimes, with the explanation you're giving right now, I'm sure maybe I've seen those, but right now I cannot like tell you for sure, but I'm sure because I've seen so many of those plants, around like tropical plants. You have no idea how many I've seen it growing up, and for sure, for sure. But right now at this moment, I cannot like tell you for sure, but I might have seen for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving me the time to talk. Um I really needed this more than you know. More than you know.
The pleasure's all mine, Ben. Thanks so much for being so sweet, for being so kind, and also for being so open and talk about your memories in life. And for sure, people appreciate that. Thanks so much. But before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Okay, look. um like if you have like if you're drinking like some cold drink, okay, and I just found this out and it really like saved my life. It really has helped me in the past 2 weeks. And I didn't realize how many times this happens, but like I'll drink a Coca-Cola, like yes, the devil's water itself, Mountain Dew. And I'll leave my cup right there while I'm like over here doing stuff for like an hour or whatever. And I can like there will be like there's usually like a bee that is in my drink and it's not kicking because it is probably cold. So look, if you take it out and if you blow on it or if you just talk to it for a minute, just like tell it, don't die. It's not your time. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. It's not your time. A B C D E F G, or like anything like that. Like it'll come back alive. It will not sting you, but it'll come back alive. It's just frozen, and I don't know her name, but she's on YouTube. Oh gosh, she showed me that, and like that that just like it warms my heart to like get those little bitty tidbits. So like I mean that please just like I mean if you that's my tidbit. That's my ending positive thing. I don't know. Like
Thank you so
saving
much. Thanks for
thank you.
sharing that. Thank you so much. Look, Happy New Year for you. Enjoy this time of the year, and I wish you all the best for the new year ahead. Okay, thanks so much for the
Happy
interview.
New Year. Thank you so much. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye. See you next time.